Hey guys, in this video we'll be doing our BBQGuys expert overview on the Saber Select 4-burner infrared gas grill. It's within the practical class, making it a unique option if you're in the market for an all-infrared grill. Let's have a look at its performance. First up, the numbers. Our low temperature thermocouple test gives us an idea of how evenly the grill is heated with all burners set to low, and it also gives us a look at the sustained low temperature of the grill. The average sustained temperature with all burners on low for the Saber Select was 446 degrees Fahrenheit, which is a little bit high, but keep in mind, this is with all 4 burners set to low. You could always turn 1 or 2 of the burners off and therefore get a lower temperature. During low temperature test, the probe with a temperature the furthest from the grill's average temperature was the front left corner, and it was about 54 degrees below the grill's average temperature. That's good for a practical class grill. Now let's check out the higher temperatures. After 15 minutes with all burners set to high, or what we like to call our 15-minute preheat test, the Saber Select grill registered an average preheat temperature of 691 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty good. Definitely impressive and certainly enough horsepower to have you searing whatever you'd like in about 15 minutes. After 30 minutes on high, the grill's average temperature was about 716 degrees Fahrenheit. Again, very impressive for a practical class grill. The probe with its temperature furthest from the grill's average temperature was again the front left, and it was about 78 degrees below the grill's average. I'll take that all day long. Now let's see how this translates to real-world performance, beginning with our hamburger test. We loaded the grill up with 18 hamburgers to see how evenly this grill cooks, and more importantly to give us some insight as to how well Saber's system handles rendered fat and/or flare-up. It's interesting to note the amount of smoke produced by the infrared emitter panels. This is all coming from the vaporized drippings that are coming off of your patties, and the smoke that you see is the grilled flavor that most people think of when grilling over charcoal. Very impressive. Not only were there no runaway fires that I had to contend with, but the burgers all cooked about as evenly as one could hope for. So far, so good. Next up, a little surf and turf, with infrared being what people usually think of when considering steakhouse quality searing. You know we had to throw some T-bones and a couple of ribeyes just for good measure on this grill. And when I consider surfing, well, I don't really surf, but I do think of scallops as well as lobster tails. This is a real-world test of how well a grill can cook with 2 different temp zones at the same time. Saber handled this very well, with nice sear marks across all of the steaks. Again, during steak searing, you can see the incredible amount of smoke, which is telling me that the grill is vaporizing the drippings coming off of the food, back into the food. As for the seafood side of the grill, it was nice to see that even with an all-infrared grill, we were still able to hit the medium temperatures that we needed to finish the seafood off perfectly. Now to load it up with something a little more delicate and generally fussy. We have some sweet potato planks, bacon-wrapped asparagus, and a couple of beautiful double-boned pork chops from the BBQGuys line of USA premium cuts. The challenge with this menu is threefold. First, sweet potatoes can sometimes be hard to cook through to the center before the outside is overcooked. The second is the bacon. Of course, bacon can be very firesome, if you will, on a grill. And finally, pork chops can easily turn out dry. Well, I'm pleased to report that none of these things turned out to be a challenge for the Saber Select, which means in the performance department, Saber gets 2 thumbs up. Now we'll break down the features of this Saber Select grill. One of the coolest features of this grill is that it has infrared grilling over its entire cooking surface. This is a result of the full coverage layer of infrared emitter panels that sit beneath the cooking grates. And this is key to how evenly this grill cooks, as well as the intense smoke produced during vaporization. The grill's burners are ignited with a push-button electronic ignition, and there's also flame carryover tubes between each set of burners that allow for one burner to ignite itself off of the adjacent lit burner. Stylish LED accent lights illuminate the control knobs, helping with nighttime grilling, and the grill comes with a removable warming rack for extra grilling real estate. This model also comes with a side burner, perfect for whipping up a quick sauce or preparing a side dish to go along with your grilled fare. Finally, the fully enclosed cart has a fold-down shelf allowing for a smaller storage footprint, and inside the cart there is a propane tank holder to ensure stability when moving the cart around. Let's have a look at the quality of Saber Select gas grill. The control panel measured up at 16 gauge 201 stainless steel. The exterior portion of the double-lined hood came in as 14 gauge 304 stainless steel. The interior skin measured in as 18 gauge galvanized steel. The cooking grates tested as 16 gauge 304 stainless. The infrared emitters that sit below the cooking grates measured up as 20 gauge 304 stainless steel. And the triangular heat tents that sit directly above the burners measured as 18 gauge 304 stainless steel. The two burners themselves came in at 18 gauge 304 stainless, and the grill's firebox is constructed of 14 gauge enameled steel. All of those things combined tell us that in the practical class of grills, the Saber Select gets high marks for quality. I hope you found this video helpful, and if so, please hit the like button. If you aren't already subscribed, please subscribe for notifications of our latest content. Until next time, thanks for watching.